Hello, and welcome to Magic and Mystic, where we talk about anything that's magical, spooky, and of course, mystical. We are your hosts, Alana
and Agatha.
And today I am going to continue my spiral into Mimic and the family that I think they originate from.
And I will still tell you what crystal aligns with today's topic. I'll tell you a spooky story and what the tarot cards are trying to tell us.
Okay, so before we get into it, how was your week?
Busy. It's been non-stop pretty much from the last weekend all the way to this weekend.
Yeah, to be fair, we did meet up yesterday and we actually went wild swimming.
Yeah, this is the second time we've done it and it's so much fun.
Honestly, we went to a waterfall. What was it? Was it Mosborough?
No, it's Monsell.
Okay, so I got the M part right.
Yeah.
But that was so much fun. I think I swallowed half of the waterfall water though, because I decided to jump off a little rock, went down, came up, and went before I'd even broke the surface of the water, and then got up, started gipping. She's giggling at me, because then I look up and I smile.
It's like, it was like, oh, okay, she's up. And then she starts gagging, and I'm like laughing, but then I'm like, oh, wait, she's not stopping. Is she gonna throw up? Is she okay? But I'm like panic giggling.
And at least one time when we go wild swimming, I jump in and I go, Agatha, help me! Because I freak out if I can't touch the bottom. And on this bit, there was a lot of rocks, but they were all different heights. And some of it, you just could not touch the bottom.
I told her where the rock is.
Yeah, she went over there, near that other rock. Helpful.
She did find it.
Eventually I did find it, but there is a photo of both my hands on the rock, me trying to pull myself up it, and I actually look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Great.
Like, trying to climb that big tower. I'm like, oh god.
We do try to take some nice pictures while we're out as well. Yeah, yesterday we did not get many of them.
We had a bad day yesterday.
It was really fun, just not great day for pictures.
No, I blame the models.
Yeah. Should we get into it?
Yes, definitely. Okay, so last episode I wanted to talk about Tiana, and I've captioned this part, the sounds you can't ignore. So across folklore there is one reoccurring idea that is more dangerous and always more frightening than a roar. Something dangerous cries for help. And one example is discussed in Filipino folklore, which is tiyanak. I want to be cautious here because Filipino folklore is incredibly diverse, and internet summaries often flatten the traditions into a genetic monster catalogue, which, to be fair, the word catalogue makes me smile. I just think of Argos.
Yeah, I miss Argos. Catalogues. Argos is still doing well.
Yeah. But broadly, the tiyanak is associated with a form of cry. And think about it, why this works. A big, scary tiger, no. A baby crying triggers a response. You don't hear a baby alone in a dark forest as a casual thing. So if you hear that, you know that there's a problem. What are you going to do if you hear a baby crying in the woods? You're going to go investigate. You approach because you want to help. And that makes the cry an incredible power to lure somebody in.
Yeah.
Because I want to say it plays on your empathy, on your desire to help.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the same underlining mechanics that the mimic uses that makes it so scary.
Yeah.
So, in hindsight, why would you need to copy somebody's nose and change your entire look to match somebody when you can just have either a child's cry or a simple voice of somebody you know and love, like a mother, a child, your friends, when all you need to do is be able to copy a cry for help. Like, that is terrifying.
It really is, because like you said, it does play on our instinct to help, on our empathy.
Exactly.
And also curiosity.
Yeah, because you're like, oh my god, the person that I'm so close to is in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, it does play on your morals and emotions. And yeah, like, this is one of the points where I think mimic folklore becomes more psychological.
Yeah.
Than anything else, because the creature, whether fictional, folklore, or paranormal, depending on the brief weapon of empathy.
Yeah.
If I hear a monster growl, I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna be like, no.
Yeah.
But if I hear my mum shout, Alana, help me, I'm gonna run towards it, because it's somebody that I know.
Mm-hmm.
That is what makes it hauntingly, like, true.
Yeah.
And that, I think that that's a much better horror story.
I think so too.
Because it's one of them where you're gonna run if you think it's gonna be scary, but it's kind of leading you into a false sense of security.
It's just very human, because I don't think many animals would do that. Obviously, danger, they abandon the weaker animal so that they can save themselves.
Yeah, I know a lot of animals do. I think, do rabbits do that?
Yeah.
If they're in danger, they'll leave behind their babies so that they can carry on producing. I think a lot of animals do
I
that,
think
though.
so, yeah. Or we leave the weaker one to save the other babies.
Yeah, the animal kingdom's strange. I was
It's
watching
sad.
this one, and it was about birds, and they will automatically have 2 babies, but they'll only raise 1.
Oh. That's sad.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember. I'm going to find out what bird it is, and I will tell you which one
Yeah.
it is. So, after that one, I want to talk about shapeshifters and the human mask.
Okay.
Okay, don't worry, it's not the word you don't like yet, which I will be saying later.
Only once, and then we will change it to something else.
Okay, now we research another huge category, which is shapeshifters. And I need to say this very clearly. Not every shapeshifter is a mimic.
Yeah.
Not every culture's shapeshifters or shapeshifting should be thrown into a giant paranormal soup.
Yeah.
That is how folklore gets destroyed.
Yeah.
Like, a Wendigo is not automatically a doppelganger, and a fairy is not automatically a skinwalker.
Yeah.
So,
You said it.
yeah, that is the word that she does not like to say. And while I'm saying that, the internet has a terrible habit of calling practically every creepy thing that walks in the wood a Wendigo or a
Hide runner.
hide runner. I hope that you can piece together what we mean by that. So, these terms come from a Pacific culture tradition. They are not generically one word. So, tall, pale thing I saw near a tree. So for this episode, I'm going to use more Pacific traditions and prompts to kind of build the mimic theory that we was talking about last time.
Yeah.
So I know that in the last one I did put what we'd already covered and put them into a little start of family tree, and I promise I will do that again at the end. I do feel like one tradition worth mentioning carefully is the broad Philippine category of aswang, and the category is important. So aswang is not necessarily one single monster, species with one universal autonomy and one rulebook. The term can impose frightening, witchcraft, ghoulish, vampire behaviour, shape-shifting, and other supernatural...
So paranormal stuff.
Yeah, paranormal stuff. And that's the aswang. For a mimic, our family tree, the importance is in the overlap, as I think they're very similar. Again. So I feel like it just goes to show that mimics seems to have taken a lot of things from different cultures.
Yeah.
Again, not a mimic, but part of a wider ancient fear. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a fear because you fear that humans can't kind of be trusted.
Yeah.
Like, are you not you? And once you combined it with the doppelganger law, the copied faces, the bodyguard type of experiences, the familiar sounds, the forest environment,
Yeah.
the luring voices, like, you can see how the modern day mimic has started to take shape in all this.
Definitely, yeah.
But we still have not found the moment when the mimic became a monster. Okay? For that, strangely enough, we need to talk about a treasure chest.
Yoo-hoo!
If you are into fantasy games, when I say mimic, you may picture a treasure chest.
Yeah.
You approach it, you think, ooh, loot. You touch it, and then the chest grows teeth, and you kind of get eaten, or at least attacked.
Yep.
And this creature is strongly associated with Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
Which, to be fair, I really want to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I do as well. I don't mind playing it, but I feel like, if you're not doing it with the right people, imagining the right stuff might be difficult, if that makes sense, because it is based very...
It's a storytelling,
deeply. Yeah.
I feel like you need a good dungeon master. I feel like if you don't have a good dungeon master, I just don't feel like you can really play it, because I did try playing it once at one of Liam's old friends' houses, and honestly it was shocking, because he had one way of doing it. You couldn't stray from the path, so you had to walk through the door. You had to do this. You had to do that. Like,
so playing it his way.
Yeah, it wasn't like the characters didn't have freedom to say, okay, I want to try and seduce the door.
I don't like that.
Like, because I know that you can play about with it. It doesn't have to be so serious. But I feel like you should be able to make silly little things throughout of it.
Creators I watch on YouTube, and I listen to them sometimes on podcasts, and they play Dungeons and Dragons, and they are so funny just because of the random crap they come up with.
Exactly. So I think it'd be a fun game to play.
See, I mean, Alana probably knows this by now. I suck at learning rules to a game. Someone explains them to me, and my brain just can't listen to what you're telling me.
Last time we played poker, and I actually printed off all the suits and what order it could be in, so that she could play with us.
I did really good.
Yeah, she won, and I don't know how. I think it was beginner's luck.
But last time we were trying to play a card game as well, and I just sat there. Like, I understood the rules after watching them play it a while, but I just sat there just watching Liam explain the game to me, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying right now.
And I was great at that game.
You were really good. See, the boys just suck.
Yes, they're no good at games.
Back to the topic.
Okay, so you want to go back to the treasure chest?
Yes.
Okay, so, as I said, it appears a lot in Dungeons and Dragons. The shape-shifting mimic appears in the original Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Monsters manual, sorry. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual in 1977. And this mimic design is itself an object. So it's a stone, it can be wood, it can be a door, it can be a chest. Something ordinary, something useful, something that you would approach. You wouldn't think it's going to be an issue. Now, this is not the same creature as the modern paranormal voice mimic. I want to make that distinction crystal clear. It's the D&D mimic does not give us evidence that ancient villagers believed pale humanoids copied their mother's voice.
Yeah.
But it does certainly matter, because here we have a hugely influenced fantasy monster literally called Mimic. Its defining features is being capable of mimicking a different thing.
Yep.
It looks like something, or it could look like something else. So by the late 20th century, mimics had already worked beautifully as a monster name. Then, horror culture, games, creepy stories, and the internet storytellers.
Creepypasta.
Yeah. Like, to be fair, when I read creepypasta then, when I was looking at my notes, I'm like, I must have written that wrong.
Now, again, Norbert, if you're listening, that's my younger brother. We were really into creepypastas. Like, just literally on a random day, we're like, oh yeah, a new creepypasta. And it's just like, I think it might be from a Reddit forum, or I forget. It was either a blog or from a Reddit forum where people made mini horror stories.
Oh, okay.
So it became, I don't know why it was named creepypasta, but I think
really like pasta.
Or it started from a user called creepypasta. But yeah, that's where it began, basically. People growing from there.
Okay. So yes, so from all of that, the story continuously evolved, and eventually we reach the modern paranormal usage where people describe entities that use, I don't want to say entities, paranormal usage, paranormal, where people describe mimics using people's voices.
Yeah.
So can I do it in a neatly line about mimics? So can I put mimics on a neat line? No, I can't. And I'm not going to say that mimics are this new folktale or they have their own lore that stretches back centuries. I can't say that they do. I have not found a single liable birth certificate, if you want to say, for the modern voice copying called the Mimic. No one source where I could actually find and say it confidently enough. And I kind of like that. It kind of makes it more of a mystery about the Mimic, which is sometimes better than knowing the entire story.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we are still discovering a lot of things. We are still putting names to a lot of things. So no one's to say that it's not a thing. It's just, like we said, so many different cultures have so many different types of mimics. No one's to say that the mimic that people might be thinking of when they hear the name is not a real thing.
Exactly, like it hasn't got one author.
Yeah.
It's got multiple.
I think experiences speak a lot for it too.
Exactly, and I feel like if we really want to understand the modern day mimic, we need to understand the digital folklore as well.
Yeah.
And one of the best examples is probably Slender Man. I know that we was actually on about Slender Man the other day. And that one is actually traceable to a modern origin.
Yes.
So in 2009, it was actually created and posted scary. I'm not going to say airy because I know that's say it weird. Images featuring a tall, faceless figure. And then...
with no top hat.
I honestly thought Slender Man had a top hat. I don't know why I thought he had one. I think I'm just romancing him in my head because apparently all the guy needs is a top hat.
I think you might be mixing it with Cricket Man from my favorite horror movie franchise, The Conjuring.
The Conjuring. See, but that's how easy it is to change the information.
Yeah.
Because I was 99.9% sure he had a top hat yesterday.
You were making me imagine him with a top hat and then question myself. I'm like, does he have a top hat?
I just imagine him with a top hat. Oh.
Yeah.
So, see, that's the thing. Like, things will change. We'll add stories, add images to it, make games about it, and just change them slightly. And that's all it takes to evolve a legend.
Yeah. Talking about mimics, I, of course, have a story from Reddit about a mimic experience.
Tell me more.
Or at least we can decide if it is a type of mimic. Right, so it's from a forum called r/paranormal encounters. The user has deleted their account, so unfortunately I don't have the username. But it is titled, I just realized I lived with a mimic for almost 20 years. It begins with, I don't find this to be scary, but after watching many videos I realized what happened during all those years. In 2003, we moved in this house with my parents, a 30-year-old city house in front of a primary school. There was also the hospital a 5-minute walk. I never saw it as a home because I always felt watched. Sometimes I would be in my room and I would hear my mom ask for me. I would answer before realizing I am all alone. I remember way too well that one afternoon I was all alone. I just came from school and was having a snack. In the kitchen there was a retaining wall. It was slim because one side of it was the passage to get to the dining table and the other side was an open counter. So, as I said, I was in the kitchen getting a snack. When I turned around, I saw my dad's smiling face as if he was hiding his body behind the wall. I jumped, said, "Ah, you had me there," and blinked, the face was gone. Fun fact, its eyes were completely white. Anyway, I thought I was hallucinating. Except the apparition, the rest continued happening until I moved out. I didn't forget anything, but I always blamed it on my creative mind, until last summer. I was sitting with my sister, talking about stuff including our parents' new home, and she asked me if I ever liked the old one. Turns out that she saw things when she was living there. She also heard a couple of things, which is why she moved out the house at 18. The house didn't feel safe, like not our parents, not the people visiting, the house itself. Well, my parents sold the house and have moved back to the countryside, in a house that feels like a cottage. I guess this is why I loved watching ghost videos that much.
That's terrifying.
I know. Can you imagine like looking back and seeing your dad's face, just the head with white eyes and then just smiling at you?
Do you know what? I think that would creep me out more because my dad's got dark eyes.
Yeah,
so it'd be one of them where it'd be considerably noticeable. I feel like if you didn't have any, then like you had light eyes, for instance, you could say, "Oh, okay, trick at light."
Yeah.
But with dark eyes, they're always there.
That's freaky. I read it before and it still freaked me out now.
That is terrifying. Heard about Pelagia. Because if you search mimics online, eventually you're gonna come across a statement like, if you hear your name in the Appalachian woods, no you didn't. Or, if you hear a woman screaming inside,
no you didn't.
No you didn't. Or if you hear a sound like a family member, do not answer.
Oh yes, I am very familiar.
And I feel like this fits perfectly with the mimic lore. Because that's what they say about mimics. If you hear it, don't answer it. Don't just pretend it's not there. And that's kind of what they say about Appalachia. So the Appalachian folklore, it's so rich with so many different layers.
Yes.
Of different communities, religious beliefs, and local ghost stories of itself, such as witch lore, and everything like that, which I just found so fascinating.
We need to do an episode just on that, because there's a whole Reddit subreddit forum just for the stories and encounters that people had in Appalachia.
I think.
I've read and listened to so many stories about it, and I still can't pronounce it.
Do you know, we are terrible at remembering the words to things, though.
Yeah, you know, if you hear, like, if you hear, like, obvious cuts, it's because we can't pronounce something and we have to stop it.
And we actually have to Google how to say it. And we do it about 10 times an episode.
It's because we want to do it right. And our brains just can't remember a simple name.
Like, we know that we're probably slaughtering the word in as it is, but you should hear us before we've played it back to ourselves. So, I feel like the Mimic is very similar to a lot of things that we have discussed. Would you like to recap on the family tree from everything that we have done?
Yeah.
From this episode and the last episode. So, after all this, I want to actually build the family tree. Not as a claim that all these beings are secretly one species, because they're not, but as a map of reoccurring human fears and the roots we have. From something unknown becomes uncertain. From the roots, we get several branches.
Yeah.
Okay? Branch 1, the double. The impossible second self, likeness later put as a doppelganger. This features the fetch.
Yeah.
The fear.
Yeah.
Someone else has your face.
That's creepy.
Branch 2, that is where the Vardoga, the Etienne, and
I forgot.
comes into it. And the fear of this is, I heard you before you arrived.
Yeah.
Then you have another branch, which is the third one, the changeling, a replacement, and that's the fear of somebody you love not actually being them.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And that's the thing. There's also another one, the fourth branch, which is the Leshy, and that's the fear of something in the wild that can mislead you.
Yeah.
You know, by saying, like, a cry.
Oh, yes.
So it can cry, and obviously you'd go to it.
Yep.
Different traditions around being whose outwards cannot be trusted. So just because they look like it, the inners can't be trusted.
Yeah.
And that one is, of course, the shapeshifter.
Yep.
Because I don't think I mentioned that. I think I just skipped straight to what it was. Yes, obviously that is the shapeshifter. Because just because they look true on the outside, they're not on the inside.
Yeah.
But honestly, I still can't get over the weaponized cry.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, that is terrifying. Like, you don't have to be big and scary.
I mean, I am a coward. I will say that outright. I am an absolute coward. But if I heard like a child crying or a woman, I don't think I'd go if it's a man, sorry. I'd be too scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a woman crying or a child crying, I would very hesitantly go to see what is happening, just because the people pleaser in me would want to help, pretty much.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I feel like it was more of a duty to do it.
Yeah, I think so too. A good citizen and all that.
But yeah, I think that is all I have on this topic. I have got a closing story for you.
Amazing.
But I will read that at the very end before we sign off.
Perfect. I've got 2 small stories to say. They're not long at all, so I'll read them. We'll do crystal and tarot cards. You'll say a story, and then that'll be us for today.
Yeah, I think that sounds great.
Alright, so the stories come from a Reddit post on r/paranormal, because that seems to be a thing I'm going for today. And it's from a user called Furious Loons. It's I found them on a post where they were asking if anyone had any experiences with mimics or shapeshifters. So this is one of the responses. I've told this story before, but I like sharing it. I want to preface this by saying that everyone in the household except my mum has seen this, heard and experienced something weird in the house on multiple occasions. Our house is as old as I am, so it has no history to it that would warrant it. Before our neighborhood was built, it was woods and some farmland. When I was in high school, I'd like to say maybe sophomore year, I came home and went to my room. It was sometime after 3 p.m, so there was daylight. On the way to my bedroom is a short hallway where my sister's room and the bathroom are across from each other before reaching my room. My sister had moved out for college, so she wasn't there. I always got a feeling like I was being watched from her room ever since I was little, whether she was there or not. I had never seen or heard anything though, just a feeling was prevalent. I avoided even looking at her room because it creeped me out so much. Our family dog liked to sleep on the bed in there, so I figured nothing bad was around at least. On this day, I dared to glance in the room as I walked past it, and my eyes caught a movement from the closet that I wasn't shut all the way. Oh god, I don't like closets. It opened a little bit and I saw a person peeking out at me.
No.
I stopped and froze for a few seconds, and the door opened a little bit more, and the person I thought looked a lot like me. It had my body shape, my hair, and where the face should have been was just a blank pale skin. No eyes, nose or mouth. It wore clothes that reminded me of my sister, but not ones I'd wear. I remember the shirt had the striped or pattern on it, but I only usually wore graphic tees, so it was like it had combined my body with my sister's clothes. I panicked and bolted to my room, closing the door behind me and hiding under my bed sheets. I told it out loud to go away and prayed in my mind I wouldn't see it again. I haven't since. The feeling of being watched from my sister's former bedroom kind of went away after that. It's like it was watching me for years and years in an effort to copy me or my sister. I think it wanted to mess with me. I didn't get a bad intention necessarily from it, but it scared me. I'm pretty sure our dog was sleeping in there when it happened, but I really do not ever want to see it again.
That is terrifying.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know whether I want to see myself.
I do not. Nope.
Because I know that there's those special mirrors you can get, isn't there? Because you don't see yourself as other people see you. Like when you look in the mirror, you're going to see all your flaws and you're going to fixate on one thing, but people don't see you like that. And I think the mirror actually swaps your face around, doesn't it?
Yeah, because obviously when you look at your reflection, you see a flipped version of that. But I think it's called like a true mirror or something like that.
Yeah. So I know that if you go to a mirror maze, it does it as well. Like
I hate flips. Mirrors.
See, I went to one in Blackpool years and years and years ago, and I remember I was looking round and I saw somebody, and they were staring at me, and I was like looking at them. I'm like, what are they looking at? So I start walking. I'm like, what's wrong? It was me in a flipped mirror. And I did not recognise myself at all.
Yeah.
It was so bizarre, because when I got closer, I'm like, oh, that's me. When
we went to Poland, me and my friend, we went to a mirror maze as well. Okay, I think, again, I don't like mirrors. But the fact that they make it look like you're on the opposite side to what you are, and, like, again, I mean, you know it's you, but it just makes it look like you're in a completely different place, and I just don't like it at all.
To be fair, I kind of like it because it spins my head out, and I kind I'm a bit weird. I like that stuff.
So I'll quickly say my next story. It's very short as well. It's by a user called Hawaii and Gremlin. Oh.
Cute name.
So it begins with, we stayed in this extremely old, creepy cabin in Montana. It was in the middle of nowhere, and it was so old that it didn't have even a bathroom, just an outhouse.
Oh.
There was a rope that went from the cabin in the outhouse so you could navigate back and forth at night because it was pitch black. The cabin was super unsettling and had some strange details about it. The strangest bit that there was this really tall bed in the upstairs loft where you had to climb the stairs to get on the bed, and under the bed was this child-sized door that locked from the outside. Just bizarre.
I would not be sleeping in that room.
No! So one night my mom's dead asleep when she wakes up out of the blue feeling really afraid. She opens her eyes to see my stepdad just staring at her with freakishly wide eyes, a scary grin, and she said he just looked horrifying. He said, "How are you feeling?" This makes sense because the first day we got there, she got really sick and stayed that way the entire trip. It sucked because there was no hospitals anywhere nearby. As soon as he muttered this, she heard footsteps approaching. When she looked to see who was coming up the stairs, it was none other than my stepdad. He had gone to use the outhouse and was confused why she told him what had happened. She was confused when she told him what had happened. She turned back to see who was in the bed with her, but nobody was there. It scared the crap out of her, and we left the next morning. She also felt better within hours of getting out there on the road.
That's terrifying. That sounds like evil.
Yes, it does. The fact that she felt ill the whole time they were there and they felt better as soon as they left.
Yeah, like bad intent.
Yeah. But yeah, those are my creepy little stories.
What about the crystal? Did you manage to find one?
Oh yeah, crystal. I was getting into the tarot cards. Yes. So the crystal I decided to go with is called the Hawk's Eye.
Oh, I like that.
So the name I picked is the Hawkeye, but it does also go by Falcon's Eye or Blue Tiger's Eye.
Ah, I've heard of Blue Tiger's Eye.
Yeah, so it's the same sort of thing. So the Hawkeye, or the other names, is a blue-grey variety of quartz. If you think of a cat's eye, it's almost like the same sort of effect. Hawkeye is associated with vision, insight, and intuition, symbolizing the sharp eyesight of a hawk. It is believed it enhances mental clarity, focus, and perception, helping users see the big picture and gain perspective on complex situations.
I really like about this crystal is that it has multiple different names.
Yeah.
So I do like that.
Similar to the mimics, I guess.
The mimic.
Yeah. The stone resonates with the third eye and throat chakras, supporting intuitive insight, effective communication, and the spiritual awareness. Which I feel like is very needed with mimics of all sorts. Let's do tarot.
Let's do it.
Alright, so the cards that we pulled is Reverse Temperance, Queen of Pentacles, Reverse Two of Cups, and Reverse Five of Pentacles. The way I understand the reading is you might be questioning your faith or belief in something. It might be something else might be promising you all good stuff, good fortune, but just be careful because it might not be what it seems. And you questioning it might cause disorder and just a rift in either your belief or your family. So just be careful, look into it properly, make sure you don't get fooled. I think that's my advice for today.
Yeah, and I feel like this isn't just for this week. Depending on when you find the message, is probably when you need to hear it. Okay, and before we finish, I want to leave you with one final scenario. And after everything that we have discussed over the last 2 episodes, I want you to decide which branch of family tree this creature, should I say, belongs to. You're laying in bed. It's late. Your partner is asleep beside you. You wake up because you hear movement downstairs. At first, you think it's nothing. Then, you hear the front door. Click, click. Footsteps, the familiar routine of somebody coming home, but the person who makes the sound is next to you.
Oh.
Then, you hear their voice downstairs. It says your name, Agatha.
Why?
You don't answer it. Again, Agatha. And then they wake up beside you. The person that has been calling your name, who is laid beside you, wakes up. You both start listening to the noise downstairs. And from the bottom of the stairs, in the exact same voice as the person laying beside you, they say something else. I know you're awake. So what is it? A mimic? A modern ghost story? A Vardiga-like echo of a presence? A doppelganger with the same voice? A story built from old folklore? A trick of sound? Or something for which we simply do not have a name for yet? I don't know. And perhaps that's the point, because after searching and going through these last 2 episodes, I no longer think the most interesting question is what was the mimic's intent. I think more of the question as how long have humans been afraid of something that might learn how to sound the exact same as us?
That's creepy.
I know, right? Okay, so thank you very much for listening, and I would love it if you would think about what that creature could be.
Leave it in the comments what you guys think it is. I think it sounds like a combination of 2.
Yeah, I think. To be fair, you kind of just want to go straight for mimic because it sounds like a mix of a lot of the folklore that we've discussed of the family tree. But yeah, let us know what you think. And thank you again for listening. We really appreciate it.
Well, let us know if you enjoyed the 2-parter.
Yes, and if you want us to go into any detail about any of these and the folklore, I know Igat has already made a request for one.
Yeah.
And I am definitely doing changelings, hence why I missed it out so much, because that one deserves a full episode.
Yeah. Right. Well, see you next week.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Bye.
Bye.